So, there's a small chance in this short amount of time that you've had a little moment to notice something about me. That was about 5 seconds. 5 seconds is all it takes to have a first impression. First impressions are the point of no return. You've started to judge the other person. A nicer way to say this is you've started to form an opinion or conclusion about that person. Your brain saw me and immediately tried to put me into categories, from most obvious to least. Small, female, incredible fashion sense, and so on and so forth. Yes, I'm a little person. I have pycnodysaustosis, which results in a rare form of dwarfism that has me fairly proportional. So for unfocused eyes, at 4 feet 5 inches, I can appear to be a 9-year-old girl, and sometimes people treat me as such. They let their unconscious categorization of me lead the way in how they're going to treat me. I don't want you to believe I haven't done something similar to others. I'm not special. I'm just as human. We've all messed up. We've all put our foot in our mouths. I'm going to go as far as to say if you haven't, have you really lived? But what happens when we act on these snap judgments? It's uncomfortable for everyone. It's not a good feeling, and it sticks with you. If you're the one that has messed up, hopefully you learn. If you're on the receiving end, it sticks with you as well, and you learn to put your guard up or live life a little less authentically. For me, there are times I feel like I can't wear that bright red lipstick or the fun clothes that my peers can get away with. And I usually have some quip at the ready, or I'm overly polite when I'm offered a sticker. Or, literally. Or if an adult asks the friends that I'm with if I'm old enough to try the samples at Costco. This literally happened. The chocolate protein smoothie was not worth it. I have a catalog of these types of stories, but I'm not here to chastise something that we all do. It's a human thing for the brain to categorize. It's how our ancestors decided if something was safe or if we were in danger. This instinct, completely valid in those dark alley moments. But in everyday encounters, we aren't in the prey-predator situation, and yet our brain still has this innate need to categorize. And when someone doesn't immediately fit into a category, we tend to stare. It's our brain's little trick of giving it extra time to see if it can find a category for that person to belong in. But in these moments, we aren't seeing the world as it is. We see it as we are. We use ourselves as the frame of reference. How is this person different or similar from me? Are they taller, shorter, fatter, thinner, more or less tattooed? And we typically aren't aware of our initial unconscious, hopefully hidden reaction, which is why we need a tool to create a bit of space to become aware. I want to take you from 5 seconds of unconscious judging to 5 seconds of conscious observation. I want you to know that you have a choice in how you are going to perceive, react, and regard your first impression. It's the new 5-second rule. Instead of taking 5 seconds to involuntarily judge someone, take 5 seconds to stop. STOP. See the other person. It's, thank you. And it's not a blank stare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or a side eye. Or my favorite, the up and down. I also find it funny when people look at me and then immediately down to my feet, like maybe they think I'm standing in a hole. It's 5 seconds. It's taking that first moment when seeing or meeting someone for the first time to ask yourself, how do I want to think? How do I want to act? What is the other person showing me? In other words, take 5 seconds to really observe.